At the age of 15, Brian LaViolette passed away in a swimming accident. On the day of his funeral, his family made a promise to him that great things would be accomplished in his name. Today, students from the Green Bay area, from South Africa, Poland, and the Czech Republic are able to receive scholarships through the Brian LaViolette Foundation. 55 scholarships have been awarded just this year. Brian LaViolette also had an affinity for watches, and today the foundation held a famous watch auction in his honor. Local 5's Katie Amrine is at the Automobile Gallery in Green Bay with details.
The time has come to bid on famous watches for a great cause. The Brian LaViolette Foundation hosted its first watch auction in Chicago and was live streamed at the Automobile Gallery in Green Bay.
The tie back to Brian LaViolette collecting watches is really the genesis of how this all came about. The fact that we're now 30 years old and we reflected on it as once upon a time, I think makes for the perfect backdrop for a truly special event.
Timepieces from famous figures like Betty White, Mason Crosby, and Tony Shalhoub were all sold to the highest bidder. The auction raised more than $100,000, with the highest bid being of $45,000 for Pope Francis's watch.
In a normal audience, a Swatch watch is not going to be a high-priced watch. But this watch from Pope Francis is an example of on the right wrist. It can be really special.
The watches may have been the center of attention, but giving back to students was at the forefront in the minds of bidders.
It's a creative way to do it. I mean, obviously it's a cause that I've given to before, but this is kind of a more interesting way to do it, where you actually can participate in the auction live. A little bit of excitement involved there, but then in the end, give a nice donation to a great foundation.
In Green Bay, Katie Amrine, Local 5 News.
I wonder if I still have that Swatch watch sitting around. Well, one bidder Katie spoke with purchased a Rolex Submariner for more than $10,000.